Okay, part 2 is now in session, so let's continue. Okay, first off, this is another one of those episodes of the Squidward Torture Festival moments. All Squidward wanted is some peace and quiet and the comfort of his own home, but SpongeBob suggests Squidward to stay. Squidward doesn't want to because of SpongeBob's dirty little hovel, and when he says he's never gonna visit SpongeBob, that comes to a point where SpongeBob cried like a fucking baby once again. And Squidward's like, that's because I never visited you. Okay? Like, have they forgotten I was a teenage Gary when Squidward had came over to babysit Gary while SpongeBob and Patrick were away? Wasn't there an episode where Squidward came over to have a party and SpongeBob meets the Strangler? There was some, like, those are just some examples. Squidward actually did came over in the old episodes, so I don't know why the directors think that Squidward never visited him when they should take a look. I was a teenage Gary when Squidward was babysitting Gary, but then he accidentally forgot because he was just relaxing. Yeah. That's one thing I don't get. The directors are bunches of hypocrites when they fought this. And Patrick gave SpongeBob the worst idea ever. Borrowing something like a vacuum cleaner just so SpongeBob can let visit can let Squidward visit SpongeBob's house to get it back. SpongeBob, you shouldn't listen to Patrick Star. His idea is the absolute worst, and he just gave you the worst idea, and you're just agreeing with him so that you can done fuck up Squidward's day like that. Squidward was just cooking his casserole as well until his day is already getting fucked up because SpongeBob took the vacuum cleaner away from him, and Squidward does everything he can to get it back. And SpongeBob made the exact replica of Squidward's house in SpongeBob's house. And of course, that was Squidward's living nightmare. Even when he woke up, he thought it was a bad dream, but it turned out that it was an actual living nightmare for him. Poor Squidward. He cannot enjoy a blissful life he've always wanted because of that motherfucker SpongeBob listening to that motherfucker dickhead Patrick. Much to Patrick's inconsideration, he had, of course, to listen to Patrick fucking Star, the dickhead. Yeah, Squidward does everything he can to get the vacuum cleaner back. And he lies to SpongeBob that he was gonna go to the bathroom when he was still looking for it. I mean, what the director's thinking? I don't know who comes up with shit like that. I mean, this is just torture for Squidward. I mean, why did they had to let Squidward torture some more? Like, that's something I don't get. Torturing a character is not funny at all. It's really cruel and mean-spirited, if you ask me. But then, later, Squidward finally gets the vacuum cleaner back. And he's like, let's go home. Squidward eventually walks back home. But, surprise, surprise, his house is destroyed by the fire. Squidward wasn't for sure too happy. He was not happy at all, and he asks why. And one firefighter says, "Some bastard left a casserole in the oven." Of course, it was SpongeBob's fault because he wanted Squidward to come over. And yeah, Squidward's house got burnt down all because of SpongeBob SquarePants. And to be honest, guys, that was very inconsiderate of SpongeBob. SpongeBob was very inconsiderate. Wow, SpongeBob, you're an inconsiderate asshole in this episode. You took the vacuum cleaner away from Squidward so that he can visit your house. And you did the exact replica of his house. Oh my god. And all of a sudden you made Squidward's house on fire. God damn it, SpongeBob. You're too inconsiderate in this episode. And you pissed Squidward off non-stop. And he got so pissed off at you. He's like, "God damn you, SpongeBob." And he's like, and SpongeBob's like, "Duh, it's okay, Squidward. You're more than welcome to visit my house anytime." That eventually flipped out Squidward even more. And yeah, he thought about him with the vacuum cleaner with having tea. Okay, that's really disturbing. And Squidward faints, and all of a sudden he goes into SpongeBob's house once again, while SpongeBob sleeps outside. SpongeBob, how come you're not even crying and shivering at the same time? What if it's freezing out? I bet your snail Gary would be freezing as well. That's really dumb how SpongeBob isn't crying or freezing at the same time because he lost his house due to Squidward taking over his house. And I hate how SpongeBob cried as well. He cried so annoyingly. And that's also the kind of behavior I'd expect from a spoiled child as well when SpongeBob cried like that. And yeah, Squidward cannot have anything that he wants because it's always done fuck up by those two motherfuckers, SpongeBob and Patrick. And Patrick came out of nowhere at the end, like, okay, what, like, they didn't explain anything. But all I could say is SpongeBob and Patrick, those two motherfuckers, always done fuck up Squidward's day, and Squidward cannot have anything that he always wanted, like peace, quiet, and joy. Yeah, that's really depressing, guys. It really is depressing. So above all, Squid's Visit is another one of those Squidward torture festivals. SpongeBob was very inconsiderate, and Patrick was a dickhead, a dumb dickhead, I should say, and all Squidward wanted was peace and quiet, and he gets none of that. And that's really depressing of how the directors made that episode and making Squidward have to suffer even more. Yeah. And the jokes are lame and mean-spirited as well. So above all, Squid's Visit is it's a very another one of those mean-spirited Squidward torture festivals that I can't stand. So yeah, and I can't help but feel so sympathetic for Squidward because of what he has to go through. All because of those two motherfuckers right there. So above all, this is another one of those episodes of SpongeBob that I think it's nothing but absolute shit. So for my final rating for Squid's visit, I'm gonna give this episode a 1 out of 7. Another horrendous SpongeBob episode. And there you go. That was my review/rant on Squid's visit. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, and don't forget to send me requests. I'm Jonathan's Media Shack here, signing off. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day, and peace out, y'all. And stay safe.